Not only are Disney and Lucasfilm currently focused on Star Wars Episode 9, 3 new live-action TV series, as well as the new Star Wars Trilogy, but they're also focused on other projects that will expand the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of the franchise that a lot of people are wondering about is, of course, what's going on with Rian Johnson's new trilogy, right? That's the biggest question of all. Is it happening? Is it not happening? There's been a lot of talk here and there. Now, Rian Johnson, in case you guys did not know, he actually took the stage over at CinemaCon, I believe it was just yesterday, and this is big news today, because we actually learned a little bit more about Rian Johnson's new trilogy, and exactly, pretty much, giving us an idea of when he's going to begin work on this thing. So, with that being said, alright, it's described that writer and director Rian Johnson appeared at CinemaCon just recently, where it said that he revealed he will be working on his new Star Wars trilogy, his new Star Wars movies, after Knives Out is completed and released. Additionally, it's described that this implies that Rian Johnson will begin work on his new trilogy just after his new film releases into theaters on November 27th of this year. However, Disney and Lucasfilm are still treating the new trilogy by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss as a priority. Aside from this, it's still said that Rian's trilogy will be written on a blank canvas and is going to be released on and off next to the other Star Wars trilogy movies. So, first things first, alright, what I want to go over is that I will say, in my own opinion is that I'm not really excited about Rian Johnson's trilogy at all. I think that Disney and Lucasfilm should get somebody else to actually take control of this 5th Star Wars trilogy, by the way, which is going to be the next Star Wars trilogy after, of course, the ones by the creators of Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, which, by the way, that's the trilogy that I am really looking forward to because it's going to be based within the mythology, and there's a lot of talk right now that their trilogy is going to be based within the Old Republic era, which is gold. So, Rian Johnson's trilogy, alright, he's going to begin work on it, and this is all official, by the way. He actually said this on the big stage at CinemaCon, is that he's going to begin work once, of course, Knives Out is all done and released and put in the past on November 27th of course, this year, which basically gives us an idea of when he's going to begin work on this movie, which leaves us with 2020. And what's funny is that Ram Bergman, his producer, even said something like that about a year ago. Over the summer, I think it was of 2018, almost a year ago. When we think about it like this, though, is that Ram Bergman actually said that he projected of working on the new Star Wars trilogy during, of course, 2020. Now, what does this really mean? Does this mean Rian Johnson hasn't started his script yet? Does this mean he's going to begin filming in 2020? That's the thing that we don't know as of right now. If he hasn't started his script yet, that would also make a lot of sense because he's been working on Knives Out, which is an up-and-coming horror movie that's set for release during November of 2019. So like I say, guys, I'm just not feeling it when it comes to Rian Johnson's new trilogy because of the decisions that were made in The Last Jedi and the things that happened in the movie and how it really stirred up the entire fan base and the community itself. Now, like I say, guys, everybody has their own opinion. If you guys are all for Rian Johnson, if you guys enjoyed The Last Jedi, or if you enjoyed, Rian's work with that movie and are really excited about the new trilogy, hey, good for you, that's fine. But in my point of view, I am really just not looking forward to this. I feel like that Rian Johnson should really not touch anything Star Wars related, and especially a new Star Wars trilogy. If he wanted to do, let's say, for example, a spin-off film, I could maybe see that within the Star Wars franchise, but a whole entire new trilogy, especially after The Last Jedi's release and the backlash that came along with it, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm very on edge about it. So, the other thing is that his new trilogy is indeed, yes, going to be releasing next to the other trilogy. So what does that really mean, guys? I'll tell you what that means. That basically means that, the trilogy, also known as the 4th trilogy by the creators of Game of Thrones, they're going to actually have their first film most likely dropping in 2021. Then, of course, 2022, you got Rian's first movie. 2023, you got the Game of Thrones guys' second movie, and so on and so forth. So, basically, these two new trilogies are going to work in conjunction with each other with the way that the release dates are going to be set. So every single year, alright, we're going to be getting a new movie from a different trilogy, if that makes sense, right? So that's the thing. That's one of the big plans that Disney and Lucasfilm has right now, is that spin-off films are basically off the table, and they're focusing primarily on two new trilogies first, before they would want to expand to something else entirely new, where a lot of the other content is going to be focused on Disney+, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, the Cassian Andor series, the Mandalorian, and other character-oriented stories will be focused on Disney+. So, what do you guys think about all of this? What do you think about Rian's trilogy, that it's really happening now, and that he will begin production on it very soon? Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.